Gay black actors, 20 shocking transformations you need to see in 2026. What if some of Hollywood's most celebrated black icons spent years navigating the pressures of hiding their true identities? Behind the glitz of red carpets and box office success lies a deeper, more personal journey, one marked by secrecy, stigma, and ultimately, a powerful reclaiming of authenticity. In this special feature, we shine a spotlight on the brave black entertainers, actors, musicians, comedians, and advocates who've challenged the status quo by embracing their truth despite the risk of rejection or career loss. These stories go beyond celebrity gossip. They are testaments to the human spirit, to the strength it takes to live honestly in an industry where image is everything. Together, let's explore these inspiring paths of personal liberation, cultural impact, and enduring influence. Tyler Perry, building an empire while defying stereotypes. Tyler Perry, born in 1969 in New Orleans, is not only a powerhouse filmmaker and actor, but a businessman who redefined what independence in Hollywood looks like. Known for his unforgettable character Medea, Perry has created an expansive cinematic universe full of soulful humor and moral lessons, gaining him a loyal fan base. Over the years, persistent speculation about Perry's sexuality has floated through tabloids and social media, mostly because of his non-traditional portrayals and close ties to the LGBTQ+ community. Yet Perry has never publicly addressed the rumors. Instead, he channels his focus into storytelling, mentorship, and philanthropic work, emphasizing that his private life should not eclipse his public mission. With Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta, he has forged a creative sanctuary for diverse voices, proving that success doesn't require assimilation. Perry's story reminds us that true power lies in owning your narrative, even when the world wants to write it for you. Michael K. Williams, a voice of power, a spirit of truth. Michael K. Williams began his journey in the arts through music and stage performance, especially shining in Motown, the musical. As a classically trained singer, he captivated audiences with his emotional intensity and vocal richness. But beyond his talent was his openness. Williams came out as gay and has used his platform to amplify queer voices, particularly those in religious or conservative communities. His personal experiences navigating shame and fear have become the cornerstone of his advocacy. Rather than allow stigma to silence him, Williams has embraced his identity with boldness, reminding queer youth that they are enough exactly as they are. His voice, both literally and symbolically, has become a beacon of hope and healing. Tyrese Gibson, vulnerability as strength. Known for his R&B ballads and roles in major film franchises, Tyrese Gibson has earned his place in the entertainment elite. But the openness with which he shares his emotional struggles, including public battles with depression and heartbreak, has also drawn unfounded speculation about his sexuality. Despite this, Tyrese has stood firm, asserting his identity while advocating for mental health and fatherhood in the black community. By refusing to conform to narrow ideas of masculinity, he challenges stereotypes that have long constrained black men in entertainment. His transparency, whether discussing co-parenting or spiritual growth, offers a refreshing counter-narrative to the often toxic standards of success and identity in Hollywood. Donnie McClurkin, wrestling with faith and identity. Gospel singer and pastor Donnie McClurkin has moved millions with his voice, but his personal life has sparked intense dialogue about the intersection of faith and sexuality. After disclosing past same-sex experiences and efforts to change due to religious beliefs, McClurkin faced both backlash and support. Though he now identifies as heterosexual, his story remains complex and polarizing. It reflects the difficult path many religious black men navigate when coming to terms with sexuality under the scrutiny of conservative church teachings. McClurkin's candor opens a necessary conversation about spiritual reconciliation and self-acceptance. Jamie Foxx, mystery, privacy, and purpose. Oscar-winning actor and Grammy-winning musician Jamie Foxx has consistently chosen to remain tight-lipped about his personal life, despite public speculation and even rumors from figures like Suge Knight. Foxx continues to focus on his craft. His career from Ray to Django Unchained speaks volumes about his talent and versatility. While some demand answers about his private relationships, Foxx's silence is a choice of autonomy. His refusal to be defined by whispers is its own form of resistance. In a world addicted to labels, Fox reminds us that identity doesn't require public approval to be valid. Wanda Sykes, speaking her truth with humor and grace. Wanda Sykes' comedic brilliance is matched only by her courage. After coming out as a lesbian in 2008 at the age of 44, she became one of the first black women in entertainment to do so publicly. Her marriage to Alex Sykes and their journey raising twins became part of a powerful narrative about visibility, family, and love. Sykes has long used humor to challenge social norms, and her activism reflects a deep commitment to LGBTQ+ equality. Her work proves that being funny and being fierce are not mutually exclusive. In telling her story, she paves the way for others to live out loud without shame. Marsai Martin, a rising star and ally. Marsai Martin made history as the youngest executive producer in Hollywood for a film Little. With maturity far beyond her years, she has become a force for representation and equity. Although there have been online speculations about her orientation, Marsai has wisely focused on her craft while also supporting LGBTQ+ rights vocally. Her message is simple: respect privacy, uplift others, and use your platform for good. In doing so, she's inspiring a new generation of youth to lead with integrity and inclusivity. Brandon Kyle Goodman, from silence to impact. Writer and actor Brandon Kyle Goodman became a standout star for his role in Big Mouth and as a best-selling author. Growing up in a religious household, Goodman faced rejection and suppression, but once he embraced his identity, he committed to using storytelling as a form of advocacy. Through viral videos, essays, and his book, You Gotta Be You, Goodman uplifts conversations about race, queerness, and self-worth. His voice has become a source of comfort for those learning to love themselves, and his work exemplifies the power of radical transparency. Tyka Sumpter, privacy, strength, and self-respect. Tyka Sumpter has built a name for herself portraying strong, intelligent characters and being vocal about issues like representation and motherhood. While rumors about her sexuality have surfaced, Sumpter has declined to address them, preferring to focus on her family and craft. Her relationship with actor Nicholas James and her role as a mother speak to her grounded approach to fame. She champions authenticity not by disclosure but through boundaries, showing that personal truth also includes the right to privacy. Coleman Domingo, the courage to love publicly. Coleman Domingo's Emmy-nominated roles and powerful stage presence have made him a standout figure in Hollywood. But it's his real-life relationship with his husband, Raul Domingo, that often steals hearts. Their love story, serendipitously beginning at a Walgreens and rekindled through Craigslist, is a testament to fate and vulnerability. Domingo is unapologetically gay and a passionate advocate for representation in media. His artistry and activism demonstrate that living boldly isn't just personal, it's revolutionary. Karamo Brown, healing through representation. Karamo Brown first appeared on reality TV in The Real World, Philadelphia, becoming the first openly gay black man to be featured on such a platform. Since then, his role as a culture expert on queer has transformed lives and minds. His memoir, Karamo, and children's book, I Am Perfectly Designed, reveal a commitment to mental health and identity education. Brown has opened doors not just for queer visibility, but for honest conversations about healing and purpose. His story is one of overcoming shame and emerging stronger and louder. Daryl Stevens, a pioneer of queer black love on screen. Daryl Stevens broke barriers with Noah's Ark, the first TV series centering on the lives of black gay men. His portrayal of Noah resonated with an underserved community, and his advocacy off-screen has been just as impactful. Beyond acting, Stevens is an author and speaker who confronts themes of shame, masculinity, and representation with heart and nuance. His legacy is proof that media can change lives when it tells the truth. Jared Carmichael, comedy as confession. In his groundbreaking HBO special Rothaniel, Jared Carmichael came out as gay, delivering a raw and emotional monologue about identity, family rejection, and inner peace. It was a pivotal moment in both his life and the comedy world, showing how humor can be a vessel for healing. Carmichael's story is complex, filled with tension between his Southern Baptist upbringing and his truth. Yet, by stepping into the light, he modeled what bravery looks like: unpolished, imperfect, but necessary. Jabuki Young White, disrupting with humor. Comedian, writer, and actor Jaboukie Young-White has leveraged his unique voice to challenge stereotypes around race, gender, and queerness. As a Daily Show correspondent and writer on hit shows like Big Mouth, he's built a career on wit and defiance. Jaboukie's openness about his identity and fearless commentary have made him a standout figure among younger audiences. His humor not only entertains, it educates and disrupts. Nathan Lee Graham, a Broadway and screen legend. Nathan Lee Graham has dazzled on both stage and screen, known for his charismatic roles in Zoolander, The Wild Party, and Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. An openly gay artist, Graham has been a consistent advocate for diversity in entertainment. His elegance, talent, and dedication to visibility have made him a respected figure in both the arts and the LGBTQ+ community. He proves that representation doesn't just mean being seen, it means being celebrated. Kevin Aviance, ballroom royalty and survivor, a living legend in the New York ballroom and drag scene, Kevin Aviance has turned dance floors into platforms for liberation. Known for his powerful performances and fierce presence, Aviance made history with anthems like Diva and helped define a generation of queer performance. After surviving a violent hate crime in 2006, Aviance returned stronger than ever, an icon of resilience and defiance. His artistry and advocacy continue to inspire generations within and beyond the LGBTQ+ world. Jeffrey Boyer-Chapman, overcoming hatred with visibility. Canadian actor and model Jeffrey Boyer-Chapman rose to fame in Unreal and later became a judge on Canada's Drag Race. As a biracial, openly gay man, he has faced racism and homophobia in the spotlight, but continues to speak out with integrity. His story is about more than survival. It's about using pain as purpose. Chapman's presence in media is a bold statement. There is power in being seen, and there is grace in standing tall through adversity. Jeremy Pope, a star of stage, screen, and substance. Jeremy Pope's historic dual Tony nominations for Choir Boy and Ain't Too Proud catapulted him to stardom. Later, his role as a black gay screenwriter in Hollywood drew attention to long-ignored voices within the entertainment industry. Pope, who is openly gay, brings authenticity to every role and uses his platform to champion inclusion. His courage and artistry signal the dawn of a new era, one where truth and talent walk hand in hand. A tapestry of triumph. Together, these artists reveal the deep emotional labor required to navigate Hollywood while holding on to one's truth. Whether closeted for years or boldly out and proud, each journey underscores the same universal message. Authenticity is revolutionary. As conversations around representation evolve, one thing remains clear. There is still work to be done. But with voices like these leading the charge, the future of Hollywood is brighter, bolder, and more inclusive than ever before. What do you think? Are we ready to fully embrace all the identities that make up our world? Leave a comment, share your thoughts, and continue the conversation. As society grapples with broader questions of diversity, equity, and inclusion, the journeys of Black LGBTQ+ entertainers offer a vital blueprint for transformation. Not just in Hollywood, but in every facet of public life. These stories are not isolated. They reflect a much larger struggle against racism, homophobia, and the historical erasure of marginalized voices in the entertainment industry. Hollywood has long dictated cultural norms, often casting roles and shaping narratives that reinforce stereotypes. For years, black queer characters were non-existent, written off as sidekicks or worse, vilified. But when artists like Jared Carmichael or Wanda Sykes take center stage and speak their truth, they disrupt this old system. They redefine what heroism, love, strength, and vulnerability can look like on screen and in life. The courage it takes to come out while navigating public scrutiny cannot be overstated. These entertainers not only risk their careers, they often put their emotional and mental health on the line. Coming out as Black and LGBTQ+ in an industry still grappling with intersectionality means facing rejection from multiple directions. From fans, from the church, from executives, and sometimes even from one's own community. And yet, each of these individuals has chosen truth over silence. Moreover, the impact of their authenticity isn't limited to Hollywood. It's visible in classrooms, homes, and communities where young Black queer people are searching for role models who look and live like them. These artists offer hope. They offer language for experiences that have long gone unnamed. They offer the permission to live unapologetically. We also cannot ignore the role of allies, those who stand beside these voices and amplify them. Whether it's Marsai Martin publicly supporting LGBTQ plus rights or Jamie Foxx maintaining friendships with queer artists without compromise, allyship from within the Black community is crucial. It signals that there is space for all of us in this narrative. As we move forward, the goal should not be mere tolerance. It must be celebration. True inclusion means allowing people to show up fully, to write their own stories, and to be honored not in spite of their identities, but because of them. Hollywood is beginning to change, but the work is far from over. These legends are not just stars. They're architects of a more inclusive future, and their legacy will be the foundation for generations to come. The journeys of these Black entertainers show us that authenticity is more than just personal choice. It's a courageous act that can drive cultural change. Whether navigating secrecy, confronting bias, or advocating for others, each of these artists has reshaped the narrative of what it means to be Black and LGBTQ+ in Hollywood. Their legacies challenge old norms, open doors, and light the way for those still finding their voices. What do you think about representation in Hollywood today? Is there still progress to be made? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories that inspire and empower.